gentlemen, welcome in, baby. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to rock and roll here with more late model action from Lucas Oil Speedway. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, as these drivers are getting done their qualifying runs right now as they're out there on the racetrack looking very, very stout here once again tonight. These drivers looking very good, looking to pick up another victory, or at least trying to pick up a good solid top 3 run, as it's the Infield Tractor Tire Super Series. So we're going to get done qualifying here, and we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here with our first heat race of the evening in a few more moments. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! This is gonna be a heck of a show. This is gonna be one heck of a race, and I'm glad each and every one of you guys are here to enjoy it. Yo, Tony Whipperman, what is good, my boy? What is good, Tony? What is good, homie? How you doing? How's everyone doing on this fine Sunday night? Yo, what is up, Drew? What is good, my boy? What is good, Drew? What is good, Tony? Tony Whipperman, Scott Speece coming in with the likes on the street. Richard Grimm coming in with that share. Austin Wormuth, Josh Blakely coming in with the likes. Darren Worley coming in with that like as well. Let's get it, chat. Let's get it, baby. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it, baby, as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 1. Yo, Kevin Odelski coming in. What's good, Odelski? Yo, Deidre, what is good, my girl? What is good, Deidre? No cam? No cam. Yeah, I could turn it on. I just didn't feel like it, I guess. I don't know. I could turn it on. If you guys want to see my beautiful face, I suppose we could turn it on, I suppose. Here, we gotta move a couple. Let's move a couple things around here real quick. Here, what am I looking for? I'm looking for that bad boy. Slide that over to there, and then we can move the cam down just a little touch here. There we go. There we go. There we go. We'll turn the cam on. You guys can see the beautiful face, you know. See the beard and all the gloriness that it is itself. All right, do you want to play Fortnite with me tomorrow afternoon? Yeah, Kev, I can do that. Shoot me a message on which time you want to go live. Shoot me a message. Shoot me a message, my boy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, these drivers out onto the racetrack here. We're going to get ready for heat race number 1. Starting on the pole, and this one in the 43 ride, that is Davin Markham. Charles Barnes starting there to his outside. Starting inside of row number 2 in the 51 ride, that is Jacob Lassiter. Into his outside in the 27 ride, that is Jason Crow. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 3 ride, that is Colby Collins. Into his outside in the 789 ride, that is Garrett Marshall. Starting inside of row number 4, the 027 is Cade Galley. Into his outside in the 46 ride, that is Wayne Pierce. Jordan McAvoy and Dane Lloyd rounding out our field as we're going to go green flag racing here with the Infield Tractor Tire Super Series. Quickly, Davin Markham shot out of a cannon here as that Melgard Motorsports number 43 ride out in front early on in this one. Charles Barnes trying to hunt him down. He's got Jacob Lassiter right there on his back bumper as the next level racing ride trying to work his way towards the front here. As we've seen this 21C ride have a lot of speed early on in this series. Unfortunately, last week running out of gas with about 3-4 laps left to go, ended with a bad finish, and I know Charles is going to be looking to bounce back right here in this one. Colby Collins working that bottom side of the racetrack now underneath of that 27 right of Jason Crow as Collins trying to find his way up into position number 4. Cade Galley right there in 6th, the 789 right of Garrett Marshall right there, as well as Jordan McAvoy slowly but surely trying to work his way up into this battle. So is indeed Lloyd. Lloyd started deep in this one as the 9 ride back there in 9th position. We'll have to wait and see how Lloyd can work his way back towards the front here as The 43 ride of Davin Markham still out in front, but he's got Charles Barnes all over him, and he's going to take a look down to the inside. So Charles Barnes down to the bottom side of the racetrack, looking to try to take this lead away with 2 more laps left to go. 2 more laps here, as 2 more laps for Davin Markham to get it done. He's going to head him down into corner number 3, and out of corner number 4, it's going to be the white flag. One more time around. Can Markham hold him off and lead him from green to checkered here in heat race number 1? Down the backstretch into corner number 3, and out of corner number 4, it's all Davin Markham at the front of the field as Markham picks up heat race win number 1. Charles Barnes there in second. Jacob Lassiter, Jason Grove, Colby Collins, and the rest of the field. I don't think anybody is unfortunately going, oh, maybe it does look like we are going to take the top 4. So the top 4 from each heat race are going to transfer through. Everyone else is going to go to a consolation race. I'm not sure how many people are going to be going home early, though. I'm not too sure how many cars are actually going to be off the racetrack here. All right, as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here as heat race number 2 about to jump out onto the racetrack. Woo! Starting on the pole in this one, it's the Hot Lap Heroes number 37 ride. That is Brandon Marlowe. To his outside in the 96 ride, that is Skylar Pruitt. And starting inside of row number 2 in the Apex Industries number 26 ride, that is Matt Fletchell. Starting outside of him in the 13 ride, that is Trevor Mattingly. And starting inside of row number 3 in the 5 ride, that is Daryl Larson. To his outside in the 3 ride, that is Bobby Mattingly. Starting in position number 7 in the 07, that is Mark Mitchell. Into his outside in the 57 ride, it's that DWR iRacing iFlag Papa Mike Promotions number 8, 57 ride, that is Jim Revis. And rounding out our field, the 002 ride, that is Clifford Bellamy. In the 7 ride of Henry Smith, as we got 10 more drivers to duke it out here for 4 more transfer spots into the A main feature event, as we're gonna get them unleashed here as the green flag back out in the air. The green flag back out here for the 37 ride of Brandon Marlowe, as Marlowe out in front trying to quickly run away with this one as Skylar Pruitt has Matt Fletchell down to hits inside. Some heavy contact back there between the Mattingly boys as Bobby Mattingly unfortunately going to go around. He's going to go upside down. No caution flag here. The lights on the on that ambulance were going off here. There we go. Now the caution flag is going to fly. As the overlay does not seem to want to refresh itself here. We'll get a quick reload on that. Man, SDK is honestly the worst thing, bro. I have no idea, chat, why it's not even refreshing now. That's interesting. Oh my god, SDK is literally the worst overlay I've ever had to deal with in my life. You know, honestly, it's probably not even gonna work. The overlay is probably not even gonna work now. Awesome. Good update. Good update. Glad I pay you guys $10 a month for the world's worst fucking overlay. Garbage. Brandon Marlowe still out in front as we're going to take a quick look back and see what happens as Bobby Mattingly goes around here. It's not even going to show me exactly when that happened because the overlay is just absolutely... Here we go. Might be able to find it. Re-ride gets back into the back of the 13. Daryl Larson gets in there. Mark Mitchell gets in there as well, as Larson also goes upside down. Mark Mitchell with some heavy damage. The 002 at Clifford Bellamy with quite a bit of damage as well, as we're going to get ready to set these drivers back loose as the green flag back out in the air here once again. So the green flag back out onto the racetrack. As Brandon Marlowe out in front, leading the way here. Skylar Pruitt trying to stay right there in position number 3, but he's got Trevor Mattingly all over his back bumper. Here comes Henry Smith and Jim Revis as well, as they're both trying to jump up into this picture for that final transfer spot on the racetrack, as Trevor Mattingly still all over that rear bumper of Skylar Pruitt, as Pruitt holding on to position number 3. Mattingly there in that 4th and final transfer spot. As these drivers continue to click the laps off here, they are out. In front is still Brandon Marlowe, as Marlowe, I do believe, is going to see that white flag fly. So one more time around here. Actually, that's the checkered flag, chat. Matt Fletchell there in 2nd. Skylar Pruitt, Trevor Mattingly. Okay, now let's try to get this overlay to work. I honestly have no idea why it's not working, chat. They literally just did an update, and like it literally won't even pop up onto my screen right now, and it's driving me fucking crazy. You know what? I'm just gonna trash this entire thing right here. We're just gonna get rid of it. Browser source gone. We're just gonna add a whole new source and try it all over again. Nope. All right, as we're going to get ready here for our B main event. About to get underway here. We're still trying to get this overlay kind of fixed. Yeah, I don't even know why it's not even popping up, chat. That's very interesting. All right, we're going to get ready for our B main here. I do believe it's our B main. Yes, it is our consolation race. Starting on the pole in this one, as we're going to go green flag racing. We see Colby Collins, Henry Smith, Garrett Marshall, Jordan McAvoy, Jim Revis, Mark Mitchell, Cade Galley, Dane Lloyd, Clifford Bellamy, as Bellamy sliding back here. Gets up a little bit too high as Wayne Pierce gets around him. Daryl Larson right there rounding out our field. Now we see Mark Mitchell, unfortunately, sliding back a little bit here early on in this one, as well as the 007 ride sliding back. We see some more issues here on corner exit for Clifford Bellamy. Wayne Pierce pushed way up the racetrack there as well. Pierce sliding back into position number 12, as Colby Collins still out in front, as Collins leads the way here in that 3C ride. Henry Smith right there behind him in position number 2, and Garrett Marshall, Jim Revis, and Jordan McAvoy rounding out our top 5. Bobby Mattingly right there in position number 6, with Cade Galley and Dane Lloyd back there in position number 8. A little bit of a rough go so far in this one for Dane Lloyd. Normally we don't see Lloyd way back there, but Lloyd unfortunately not having the run he'd like to have here tonight. Looks like he's trying to get his handle on that 9 ride here and hasn't really been able to find it. As Colby Collins, though, has found it, as he's out in front and continuing to do a wonderful, wonderful job here at the front of the field. He's doing a great job here, leading the way in this one. Henry Smith right there in 2nd. Garrett Marshall in position number 3. Jim Revis there in 4th in that Papa Mike Promotions Evil One Graphics iRacing iFlag number 57 ride right there in 4th, with Bobby Mattingly in that 3 ride, trying to take a look down low on him, trying to snag that 4th position away. Cade Galley right there in 6th, with Jordan McAvoy there in position number 7. Lloyd Larson, Mitchell rounding out our top 10 here is now the 002 rider. Bellamy goes for a big slider there on him, spins it out, goes around here. I do believe we are going to stay green flag racing here. As out in front now, a little bit of battle starting to brew here between Colby Collins and Henry Smith. That's Henry Smith right there on the back bumper of our leader in the 3C ride. As that Hot Lap Heroes teammates continue to battle here, they're starting to pull away more and more here from Garrett Marshall, but Marshall trying to do everything he can to close that gap and jump up into this battle at the front of the field as Colby Collins out in front. Henry Smith right there in position number 2. These drivers doing a fantastic job all around the racetrack. Garrett Marshall there in 3rd. Bobby Mattingly there in 4th. Is now Jim Revis sliding back here in a little bit of side-by-side battle. Here comes Dane Lloyd as well, as Lloyd trying to poke his nose into the fun here, but the checkered flag is going to fly. Colby Collins, Henry Smith, Marshall, Mattingly, Galley, McAvoy, Revis, Lloyd, Larson, Mitchell, Bellamy, and that is, I do believe, going to do it for our, I do believe our top 10 transfer through there. Top 12 did, so everybody's going to make it in as Wayne Pierce rounded out our B main, so everybody there made it into the A there. So no one's going to get sent home early. Everybody's going to be able to race in this A main feature event. Yo, what's good, Sam? What is good, my boy? What is good, Sam? All right, chat. We're going to try to figure this stupid overlay out again. I don't understand what SDK is completely kicked in this thing, bro. I honestly have no clue what they've done to this up, bro. It's gonna give me the lifetime. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. Well, that's not what we wanted. At least that came up with something actually, but the only way I can get this thing to actually work is if I have it not in full screen, and that's something I don't want to have to do. I'm just gonna go to a whole new overlay, chat. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna go to a whole new overlay after tonight. We're getting rid of these guys. They can suck it. All right, as we're gonna get ready to go green flag racing here with our A main feature event here, as out in front, leading us down to the green flag, starting on the pole position in that 43 ride, that is Davin Markham. To his outside is Brandon Marlowe, and we're quickly green flag racing here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Lucas Oil, the home here for our racing action tonight. Already some contact. Jacob Lassiter almost going around, somehow hangs onto it. A lot more contact, some more beating and banging. Skylar Pruitt bouncing around back there, just trying to hang on to that 96 drive. Somehow we keep everybody pointed in the right direction, and we stay green flag racing. I don't know how we just did that. I don't know how we made it through all that action, but somehow we did. As out in front, Davin Markham continues to lead the way. Brandon Marlowe right there in position number 2. Matt Fletchell there in third with Charles Barnes right there on his back bumper in position number 4 with Jacob Lassiter there in 5th, and he's got Trevor Mattingly down to his inside trying to take that 5th position away. Jason Crow with a good run up into position number 7, and Skylar Pruitt sliding back ever so slightly there into 8th as he's got Bobby Mattingly and Colby Pullins there in 9th and 10th. Drivers doing a fantastic job early on in this one as the 43 ride of Davin Markham continues to lead the way. Davin looking very stout here tonight, but Brandon Marlowe sticking right there with him, not letting him run away with this one. Matt Fletchell there in third with the 21C ride of Charles Barnes right there in position number 4 and looking for more as these drivers continue to battle all around. The racetrack is now looking down low. Here comes that next level racing ride of Charles Barnes as he takes a look down to the inside here, looking to slide job there in corner number 4 over Matt Fletchell. Fletchell's going to pay him back here in 1 and 2 as the 21C ride sticking right there with them. Almost some heavy contact there. That would have definitely spun Matt around. A good job by Mr. Charles Barnes to get on the binders there and avoid that contact. Should have been disastrous for both of them, but now Jacob Lassiter's closed that gap. He's right there in position number 5 with Trevor Mattingly. Jason Crow, Bobby Mattingly still up inside the top 10 here. Skylar Pruitt sliding back another spot into position number 9, and Garrett Marshall now up and inside the top 10 is Marshall there in position number 10. Jordan McAvoy in 11 with Colby Collins. Henry Smith almost going around. He's going to go almost through that infield. That car was all bent out of shape after a little bit of contact there with Dane Boyd. Mark Mitchell right there behind him. Mitchell's going to float over the top of the racetrack there, just hang on to it, as well as these guys playing with fire back here deeper in the field. Daryl Larson right there, Clifford Bellamy as well. Cade Galley back to 18th, and Jim Revis back into 19th. That's unlike Jim Revis to be way back here in 19th position, as we're going to see our first caution flag, and it's Charles Barnes turned around there on the front stretch, so we're going to take a look back and see what happens. It's Charles Barnes, unfortunately, going to go around here. He tries to slide up in front of Matt Fletchell. Again, Fletchell just barely makes that little bit of contact with his left or right rear quarter panel there. It's that car all bent out of shape, and an unfortunate break there for Jim Revis as he's going to go around. Heartbreak there for Charles Barnes, Charles Barnes going around. Heartbreak there for that 21C ride. Definitely not how he wanted that one to go. He's now back deep in the field. I do believe Matt Fletchell is going to join the 21C back there. So Charles Barnes back in 18th, Fletchell there in 19th. Wayne Pierce rounding out our field. But Charles Barnes and Matt Fletchell going from 3rd and 4th, now back outside of the top 18 as we're going to get them stacked back up. We're going to re-rack these drivers, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. The green flag going to get back out in the air here as they're going to stack back up here, double file right behind our official iRacing base truck. Woo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, jump up into the comment section. Leave us a comment who you want to see down here in victory lane as we're going to go back to green flag racing as the green flag back out in the air here once again. The green flag coming back out as David Markham still leading the way here. Now Jacob Lassiter taking a look down low on his teammate Brandon Marlowe as Lassiter trying to find some speed here down on the bottom side as he's trying to make that pass for position number 2. But David Markham starting to open up a little bit of a gap. As you see that 51 ride gets about even with Brandon Marlowe, but just cannot clear him there, cannot make that pass down on the bottom side as this racetrack has started to really slick off here, especially on corner entry. Corner exit isn't too bad as you see a big angle of cars right here. Bobby Mattingly up into the outside wall. I do believe he's going to go upside down, and we're going to go back under the caution flag. As Bobby Mattingly going for a ride there. Down into corner number 3. Free ride right there, tries to come off the racetrack. Unfortunately, Skylar Pruitt is already there. I believe that is Mark Mitchell. Getting a big piece of that one as well as the 3M ride. Going for a bit of a wild one there in that one as we're going to take another look back and take another look at this one as we're going to jump right on board here with the this car. Here we go. This is actually after it's already happened. Let's get a quick replay of this one as we're going to jump right on board here. Bobby Mattingly and see what happens as just kind of running out of room there, going 3-4 wide, and unfortunately for Bobby, he's going to go upside down. He's going to land back on all 4 tires, so he's going to keep that car rolling and be able to go down pit side and get some work done to that ride as you see him back out onto the racetrack, not down a lap. Skylar Pruitt, though, going to get an EOL for being part of that wreck. So Skylar is going to be back into position number 19 there. Bobby Mattingly right there behind him. So we're going to get him stacked back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing as the green flag going to come back out into the air here. These drivers getting ready to duke it out once again. The green flag back out in the air. I don't know what happened there to Brandon Marlowe. He was kind of sleeping there. That's going to mix everything up. A lot of beating and banging right here behind him as all these drivers up on the high side, definitely off to a bad start in that one. We just saw the 26 rider, Matt Fletchel, had to send it a little bit through the infield there. David Markham with a perfect restart out in front here. Jacob Lassiter now into second. Trevor Mattingly trying to jump up there. But Brandon Marlowe sliding back 2 spots, and now we see Jason Crow going around. A little bit of a pile up here. Daryl Larson collected in it. The 3 rider Colby Collins. As Jason Crow goes around there, and all hell breaks loose. We're going to take a look back and see what happened here to the 27 ride. Looks like, Collins just gets into the back of them there, kind of spins them around, and then they're parked right there on the high side of corner number 4. Nowhere to go there for Daryl Larson. Nowhere to go for a couple of these drivers as they pile right into that one. That's a tough break right there for a couple of these guys. Pro having a good run as well, and Collins just gets in there a little bit too deep. Mark Mitchell getting a heavy piece of that one. Dane Boyd getting a little bit of that as well. Yikes. All right, well, we're going to stack them back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing as you see Jason Crow back there in 19th now with Colby Collins there in 20th. As we're going to get them re-racked, restacked, and ready to go back to green flag racing. As we're going to jump into a quick Peacemaker Gaming crank it up here on this restart. So ladies and gentlemen, crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite driver here as we're going to crank it up. Gavin Markham out in front here. It looks like they're going to restack and restart that whole restart here. That's going to move the 37 ride back to the outside here, starting in position number 2. So they're going to give Brandon Marlowe his spot back there in that second position, as we're going to go back to green flag racing, and we're going to crank it up. Enjoy the sights and sounds of the super late models here at Lucas Oil Speedway, as here comes the 51 ride of Jacob Lassiter. Another car upside down, the caution flag gonna come back out here. As of course the crank it up caution flag gonna come out. All right, as that crank it up caution flag out in the air here. We're going to take a look back and see what happens. It looked like Trevor Mattingly, unfortunately, having a great run here. And Mattingly in that 13 ride parked down on the bottom side of the racetrack here. He's going to take it down low, make a little bit of contact with that infield tractor tire. He's going to go upside down. Jordan McAvoy gets into him. Dane Floyd gets a piece of him. With that 13 ride collecting. Couple heavy licks there, going upside down after some hard contact with that inside of the infield tractor tire there. Jacob Lassiter did the exact same thing right in front of him, just a little bit lucky there, not going upside down himself. That infield tractor tire unfortunately takes out one of our competitors here, and we're going to get ready to line them back up, and we're going to crank it up here once again. So crank up that volume and cheer these drivers on. Yo, David, Jacob, love coming in, smashing that follow button. Welcome to the Peacemaker crew as we are back to green flag racing. Quickly here, as these drivers don't have many more laps left to go, as Davin Markham out in front here, but we're gonna see one more caution flag, as it looked like the 46 ride of Wayne Pierce turned around there, and the caution flag coming out late in this one. 3 more laps left to go, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to get on like Donkey Kong, as we're going to have a late race caution flag and a late race restart, as we're going to take a look back and see what happens. Looks like Jason Crow and Skylar Pruitt right there in front of Wayne. Wayne just kind of getting on the brakes to avoid contact there with Jason Crow. Trevor Mattingly underneath of him kind of scoops that rear end up in the air, spins him around, and around goes that Shocker Motorsports number 46 ride, and that's going to be enough to bring that caution flag out right in front of our flag stand. So we're going to stack them back up here, still single file. That's the way we're going to do these restarts inside of 10 laps left to go, and here we go. Brandon Marlowe, does he have anything there for Davin Markham, as Markham's been out in front all night long? Do we see somebody like Jacob Lassiter jump up there and maybe steal this one away? But right there in fourth, that's that 789 ride of Garrett Marshall, as Marshall doing a great job. He's worked his way slowly but surely through this field, now up inside the top 5, trying to take a look at a podium finish here. Jordan McAvoy right there in 5th. He's had to make up a lot of ground as well. Henry Smith, Charles Barnes, who was in that first caution flag that we saw, him and Matt Fletchell back there in 7th and 8th, as they've worked their way back to the front, as we are back to green flag racing with 2 more laps left to go. 2 more laps here for Davin Markham, Brandon Marlowe, and Jacob Lassiter up inside the top 3. And out of corner number 4, we're going to see that white flag fly. Here comes Marlowe down on the bottom side, looking for something, but a good run up on the high side. A little bit of contact as Davin Markham leads him down into corner number 3. And out of corner number 4, he's going to close the door and pick up the checkered flag here in this one. Davin Markham leading them from green to checkered flag here tonight, picking up the checkered flag in race number 3 of the Infield Tractor Tire Super Series. It's the Rip the Lip presented by LoneStar Racing as Davin Markham's going to park it down here in victory lane. Brandon Marlowe there in second, and Jacob Lassiter coming home in third. And now, chat, do correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Davin Markham picked up the checkered flag here in the Dirt Midgets last week. So Davin Markham going 2 wins in a row here. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty positive Davin Markham has went 2 for 2 here in the last 2 races after missing for the first night. Here he is, coming out strong in the next 2 and having himself a good run here once again tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the show, if you enjoyed that racing action, if you want to cheer these drivers on and show your support, hit that like button. Whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you hit that follow button if you're on Facebook, and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're over on YouTube as we continue to grow more and more over there on the YouTube channel. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up here for our top 3 drivers tonight, but give it up to the whole field, man, putting on a great show and a lot of fun out there on the racetrack as Davin Markham picking up the checkered flag, Brandon Marlowe right there in second, and Jacob Lassiter coming home in position number 3. Garrett Marshall and Henry Smith rounding out our top 5 with a great run there. And then we saw Jordan McAvoy working his way towards the front there, coming home in 6th. Matt Fletchell, Charles Barnes, Jim Revis, and Dane Lloyd rounding out our top 10. A great run there by all these drivers. A fantastic race, a fantastic night of racing action there with those guys, man. That was a lot of fun. Tracy Renee, great job, Hot Lap Hero, guys. Yes, these guys always put on a great race here, man. These guys always put on a good show. You know, honestly, this was a little bit more contact and a little bit more, cautions than what we normally see. We normally see these guys go, green to checkered really with, maybe 1, maybe 2 caution flags. We had about 4 here tonight, which is a little unusual for them, but still a very good race and not a lot of caution flags, which made it very interesting. Very interesting, and a lot of good green flag laps to be run and a lot of good green flag racing, which was awesome to see. Tracy coming in with that heart reaction. Connor Budensick coming in with that like. Bradley Gentz coming in with that like. Hot Lap Heroes coming in with that like and the share. Garrett Marshall with the like. Ethan Humphrey, Odell Gaming coming in with that like as well. Mark Mitchell coming in with that share. Matt Fletcher with that heart reaction. Jordan McAvoy, Clifford Bellamy, Jordan McAvoy, Daryl Larson all coming in with the reactions. Clifford with the share. Dakota Elliott with that heart reaction. What is good, Dakota? Woo, baby, you guys have been killing it, chat. You guys have been killing it over here. All right, we're going to jump up into the Discord here and have our post-race interview with our top 3. Is our top 3 waiting patiently here in the Discord? We're going to jump right in there and bring our top 3 in for some post-race interviews. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up here for the 43 ride of Davin Markham as he picks up the checkered flag here tonight. We're going to pull that 43 ride up into the broadcast booth. Hey, Davin, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Got a copy. How you doing today, Aaron?
Oh, not too bad. Davin, my boy, another great run and another checkered flag here for you as you put on a pretty dominant show here once again, leading it right from the drop of the green flag right down to the checkered flag, but you had your teammates right there nipping at your heels all night long. You had Marlowe taking a look down low late in this one to try to find maybe something on that bottom side to get around you, but you were absolutely hooked up there on that high side. We're able to pull away a good run there down the backstretch, gave you a good clean track through 3 and 4 as you led us down to that checkered flag and picked up back-to-back wins here in race number 2 and 3 of the Infield Tractor Tire Super Series.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I think actually Brandon Marlowe had the better car there. I just had the dominant line.
Absolutely, and sometimes that's all it takes is just having that better line, that better, ability to, have that better entry or being able to kind of, make it where he's following you and really not having anything to jump around you there. As we said, we saw a lot of guys actually try that bottom side, try those sliders. They really weren't working all that well, and the track kind of played into just being that high side dominant there late in this race, and that's right where he parked that ride, and he kept him at bay and made sure that he couldn't get around you there as he picked up yet again another checkered flag.
Yeah, I worked on the setup a little earlier and run with a couple of the guys. And then a little bit of tuning during practice and something just clicked. I was able to hold a decent line. Spun the tires on one restart and got lucky.
Absolutely.
Overall, it was a good night.
Absolutely, man. A fantastic night, a fantastic run there for that 43 ride. Davin, who would you like to thank for such a wicked run here this evening?
I thank all my sponsors on the team. I honestly don't run through it and look at them, so I want to just thank Team Hot Lap Heroes and all the sponsors on the team.
Absolutely, Davin. Well, congrats on winning yet again another checkered flag, coming home there in the top spot here once again tonight.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, Davin. Have yourself a wonderful evening, my boy.
You as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Sorry for calling during this. I laughed my ass off. Yeah, I didn't know what that was, Skylar. I didn't know what that was. I saw it pop up on the Discord, and I was like, "What in the world?" I just didn't even answer it or anything. I had no idea what that was. I didn't even know you could call people on Discord like that. So that kind of surprised me. That was kind of weird for a second there. Dane, obviously, yes, we are doing interviews. 100%. Yo, Midnight Toker Gaming coming in with that like on the stream. Dane Lloyd coming in with that like as well. Skylar Pruitt coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Let's get it, baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pull our second place finisher now. Mr. Brandon Marlowe up into the broadcast booth as Marlowe coming home in position number 2. Hey, Brandon, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. Do you get a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Brandon, my boy, what a run, what a drive there. Take us back through this race, man. As it looked like that 37 ride had a lot of speed. Looked like you were maybe the better car there for a little bit, but you just couldn't quite get around that 43 ride here tonight.
Yeah, it was a good race overall. Just trying to keep pace there with him early on, and was hoping we get a really long green flag run and maybe get into some lap traffic or something, and maybe able to make something happen there. And then the cautions just kind of fell right, but that's how it goes sometimes. And then there at the end, I sent the slider, but I hadn't ran the bottom the whole race, and it just didn't turn. Once I went for it. So luckily, I was able to not take him out and still hang on to second. So it all ended up okay.
Absolutely, man. We also saw that one restart there. It looked like things were kind of broken up a little bit. Davin got a great restart there and kind of looked like you were just sitting there sleeping a little bit, or I don't know what happened on that restart, but it kind of really jumbled things up there for a couple laps as everybody was trying to figure out what was going on, and everyone was trying to not run over each other there for a couple seconds. Take us back through that restart and kind of what happened there.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly either. I don't know if it was a net code issue or what, but I don't. Trevor blinked. I'm not sure if I blinked. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but when his car blinked out, or both of our cars blinked out, he got into the back of me and actually had my back wheels picked up off the ground, and so we were all just lucky there that it didn't turn into a bigger mess.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's definitely something that we were worried about there. We saw a lot of 3-4 wide battling after that happened as everyone kind of just trying to get out of the way or just trying to, not get ran over by the cars behind them. Kind of made a little bit of a mess, but made it very, very exciting there right through the middle of this one as you guys put on another wicked, wicked show here for us. Another great race, man. And who would you like to thank for a solid second place run here tonight?
Just got to give a shout out to Dane and Sweet and Garrett for putting all this together and giving us a place to come race. Um, all the other guys with the Hot Lap Heroes for helping me out. Shout out to you for putting out a great broadcast like always. 789 Designs for the wrap on the car. Give a shout out to my daughter. She's always cheering me on. Definitely my biggest fan, and then my wife for letting me come in here and have some fun and race with these guys.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, congrats on another solid second place run. I do believe that is 3 podium finishes to start the series so far for yourself.
I missed it by one the first week.
That's right.
Had a fourth. Yeah.
Still a good run, man. You continuously keep getting better and having good looks at picking up these checkered flags. I'm sure, only a couple races left. I'm sure we'll see you down here in Victory Lane in one of these races. Or, I'm sure we'll at least see you back up here in the broadcast booth a couple more times as you continue to try to look for that championship here over this next couple races.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, Brandon. Have yourself a wonderful night and have yourself a good afternoon.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for the 37 ride of Brandon Marlowe as Marlowe coming home there in position number 2 here tonight. A great run and a great drive there for the 37 ride as we're going to pull our third place finisher here into the Discord now. It is the 51 ride of Jacob Lassiter as we're going to pull Lassiter here into the broadcast booth. Hey, Jacob, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Aaron.
Jacob, my boy, a good run here tonight. Another good drive. We saw you battling hard there for so many laps with Trevor Mattingly, and then you're right there on the back bumper of Brandon Marlowe, and Markham there trying to make your moves there, trying to find something down on the bottom side. You were trying to slide that 51 ride all around this racetrack, trying to find something else where these guys really weren't running as that high side was just so dominant here all night long. Unfortunately, coming up a couple spots short of the checkered flag, but all in all, still a great run coming home in that third spot and being up here in the broadcast booth with me.
Yeah, man. Anytime you can finish on the podium, it's a good run. I don't know, I just didn't feel good tonight. Car just didn't. I mean, 1 and 2 felt really good there in the middle. I think that's what you're alluding to. I was able to kind of stay even with them there, but 3 and 4, I don't know. I just couldn't do anything off the center off. It just wasn't very good. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but just didn't have my best stuff tonight.
Yeah, unfortunate break there, but still a good run, a solid drive here as you park yourself down here on the podium. A couple spots shy of that checkered flag, but nothing to hang your head about as still a great run with so many talented drivers and stout competition right there behind you as you come home in position number 3 here tonight. Another solid finish here on the championship. Jacob, who would you like to thank here for your performance tonight?
I give a shout out to all the guys at Hot Lap Heroes. Just thank just about everyone that was in the race tonight. So, anytime you can run with your team and be competitive and have a good time, that's what it's about. So, shout out to them and Davin on the win and Brandon on the podium, and then want to give a I don't know, apology to whoever I might have messed up. I screwed up coming off of 4 and come up the track on Brandon. And then just last second, I tried to drive back down and hit the tire going into 1. And somebody hit me. I don't know who it was, but I apologize if I messed their race up. But I got to give a shout out to Max Green, the Stud Shop. I got to give a shout out to 789 Designs for the wrap on the car. You guys for doing the broadcast. You do a hell of a job. Enjoy watching it. And then I got to give a shout out to the wife for taking care of the little one. If it wasn't for her, it wouldn't be possible.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congrats on the solid third place run. And as you were talking about that incident there when I do believe it was Trevor Mattingly who got into the Infield tractor tire. You both kind of drove down the racetrack there. You kind of got into that Infield tractor tire, and he kind of just followed you right in the tire tracks. Your front left kind of went up in the air about a foot or two, and unfortunately for him, he went all the way over there. As that little bit of contact, I don't think was really intentional. I don't think it really happened between the two of you. It was just you hit that Infield tractor tire, and then right behind you in the rearview mirror there, he drove right into that Infield tractor tire as well.
Yeah, like I said, I screwed up. Just it was a reaction to seeing Brandon. I didn't want to ruin his race and didn't want to screw up everybody else. But yeah, I just tried to drive down and stay off of him and just misjudged it. And I hate that I messed it up for Trevor. I think they gave me an EOL. Like I said, I don't think he did anything that warranted an EOL. But like I said, I screwed up and messed up his race. So apologize to him for that.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congrats on the third place run here tonight, homie. A good drive and a good run here, and another solid night towards the championship here.
Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. Have yourself a wonderful night, Jacob, and hopefully we'll see you back down here in the broadcast booth next week.
You too, buddy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for all these drivers, man. A great run, a great drive here all night long. Yo, William Hargraves, my boy William coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Will? How you doing, my boy? How you doing, homie? All right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that is going to do it for us for this broadcast. We are going to get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here. We're going to jump right into another session here. We're going to end this stream. We're going to take a quick little couple-minute break, and we're going to jump right into some more action as we have the 358 modifieds with the Great White North 358 mod series coming up right after this one. So we're going to end this stream, and we're going to jump right into the next stream in probably about 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so. We're going to be live again with that series, and we're going to be ready to rock and roll with another wicked broadcast here in just a few more moments. So ladies and gentlemen, without a doubt, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for showing some love and watching the stream here and enjoying it here with us up in the broadcast booth. Fortunately, we had some issues with our overlay system, as our overlays just did not really want to work all too well, and it drives me crazy. Right now, we're currently running the overlay. The only way that that's actually working is literally running it not in full screen. So we're not in full screen right now, and it drives me crazy. The graphics aren't as good, at least I don't think they're as good. Maybe they are, and it's just playing with my mind a little bit, but definitely something that I want to get fixed and not have an issue with. And SDK continues to have issues every single time I seem to get on. They have issues more and more. They do an update and then more issues, and they're driving me crazy. So we may be looking for a new overlay system to go to, and getting rid of these guys, as their systems have really been awful, very bad. The last probably 6 months has been absolute trash with these guys. But anyways, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening, and I hope to see you guys all back in here for our second race of the series for the Great White North, as we're gonna get ready here for the second race of the night in just a little bit. Yo, Ken Loft, Ken coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Ken? Ken coming in, showing that love as well. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna do it for this broadcast. We are gonna get ready to go back live here in about 10 minutes or so with our next series, as we're gonna have some more racing action coming right at you here in a couple more moments. But anyways, guys, thank y'all for tuning in, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. If I don't see you in the next one, hopefully you guys have yourselves a wonderful evening. But hopefully I see you guys in that next race, as it's going to be another wicked show here in just a little bit. Peace out for now, baby. Peace out for now, chat. Yeah, Matty, you definitely went off-roading a little bit there, my boy. You definitely went off-roading a little bit.